Rev up your engine! It's time for the Scotty Kilmer channel. Here I'm going to give you some top tips on how to keep cold weather from knocking your car out. Now the first and most important tip is have your battery checked. Batteries are affected by cold weather. There it is outside. The harder your battery has to work to start the car and keep it running right. And since everything in a modern car is run by electricity, the fuel injection system, the ignition system, the charging system, it's all electronic, and if your battery doesn't have enough voltage, the vehicle isn't going to start at all, or it'll start and it'll run poorly, which a lot of people don't really understand why. Now, one of my sons lives in Boston. He called me the other day and said, "Oh, my car, it's running, but all the lights are flashing on and off." And I told him, I said, "It's almost a new car. Just change the battery. The battery's crapping out." Even though the battery was like 1.5 years old, they don't make batteries like they used to. They go out at any time, so have your battery checked. It's a very simple process. I use my Midtronics tester. It takes about 2 minutes to check the battery and the alternator charging system. Many places like AutoZone, they check them for free. Go there and get it checked for free. Just check mine. As you can see, it has about 50% of its life left in it, which isn't surprising because it's a 3-year-old battery. Next month it'll be 3 years old. So I decide I'll leave it in. It's still got half of its life left. It's a simple process having the battery checked because, hey, if the battery gets below a certain voltage, a lot of the computer systems will start going haywire. The car may run, but it'll run poorly, and all it needs is a battery. The next thing to check is your antifreeze. Since the antifreeze keeps the coolant from freezing, you got to make sure that there's enough of it in there for the temperature your area gets. Just suck the coolant in and it tells you how cold you're protected to. In this case, it's about minus 45 degrees Fahrenheit, and for Texas, it's certainly cold enough. Just make sure, if it gets to be 20 degrees below zero where you live, that you got coolant goes to at least 30 degrees below zero. And speaking of coolant system, check your hoses. Squeeze them. You want them nice and pliable. If they have a lot of cracks in them, change them now before they blow, and then you're stuck in the middle of nowhere. Because yes, it might be cold outside, but your engine always runs at the same temperature because of the thermostat. And if one of the hoses blows, the car's going to overheat anyways from lack of coolant. And then, of course, check your fan belts. Or, to be politically correct, serpentine belts on a modern car. Your cat might not like cold weather, but hey, fan belts don't either. If you see there's a bunch of cracks in them like this, change it before the cold weather makes them snap. And of course, check all your fluids like brake fluid. Cold weather can make seals leak. If you start losing brake fluid, then you'll know, hey, I got to find the leak in the system before the brakes fail. And last but not least, if you do a lot of driving at night in the winter and it's slippery and you happen to get in an accident, be prepared for that. Get one of these light flashing things and store it in your car. They only cost a few bucks, and man, people are going to recognize it at night and not slam into you if you slid in the side of the road. This particular one is called Smart Flare, and they work quite well. So now you know how to be prepared for winter weather so it doesn't knock your car out. And remember, if you've got any car questions, visit ScottyKilmer.com. So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.